of empires crumbling in the gloom. Napkin men with metal hearts surround us, drawing nearer, bodies fill the room. Our talking heads parade their faces every day, showing us the way to think and feel, helping us to understand the rich man's
Hey everyone, welcome to another Chill Art Sunday. Today starting a little later than the usual time for Sunday because I overslept again. So I was way too drowsy to start on time. Don't mind this thing you see here on the center of my screen. It's just something that I have been working on for a while now. Let's get on to art, shall we? I have already reopened CorelDRAW to save some time, so last Sunday I have resumed works on a picture that I have started a few years ago, and I actually have managed to make quite some progress on the same day, on the same one stream, and I've made enough progress that I could have finally advance to the vectorization process. You know, the part where I draw the actual line arts that are, well, the lines that are going to be the final line arts for the picture. And this is the step before I it's a step before I export these things into Photoshop so I can color and shade and do the effects and such. So yeah, today I am going to be starting with some vector lines, and if I'm honest, this part is a bit boring. It's actually not my most favorite part in doing art, but it is something necessary, at least in the way that I work. So let's get started. I should probably use a thicker thickness for these lines here. How about 5 pixels on these lines, at least for Silvertrot over here. He is, after all, a stallion, even though he's a little pony, but he is bigger than the other character over there, and a thin line didn't really seem like an ideal thickness to be using here. So let's start with this. By the way, today I'm going to be multitasking with VMware, not VMware, this is VirtualBox over here. So I'm gonna be hopping between art and this here, because there's a thing that I am doing here and it is kind of requiring my attention frequently. So I hope you don't mind me going back to this window every now and then. Right, let's start with first defining the shapes of the most basic lines and putting them in place, and then I will actually sort out details like the corners and whatnot. Gotta get the shape just right, because I'm going to be very upset if I get them wrong, though that is a given. Okay, now that I have done this part, let's sort out some details like these corners here. His snout is not supposed to be as pointy as it is like this, so let's change that. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better, I guess. For this section here, I am going to add a new anchor point to this part and move this thing further down here. Now you can see here the line is not quite, well, let's just say that instead of doing a curve in this manner like I'm doing with the mouse, see, although less what's the word that I'm looking for, less apparent, it is doing kind of like an S. It is doing this and then doing another curve into the other direction, then curve again and go into this side. To fix that, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new anchor point right here, and let's see, yeah, just delete that one. Works actually. No, You know what? No, let's not delete that one. Let's create a new one here. So this section is not changed when I delete this one. And now I can delete this one. Alright, now that is right. I should not have deleted this one here though. Let's make a new one there. Because now I need to fix this section. So having one anchor point here and one here should prevent these other areas from getting changed when I delete this one here. And by deleting this one here, this section here pretty much fixes itself. And voila, that is exactly what I wanted. Okay, that is good. Now, let's make this line blue, because I need to pointify this end. And well, I don't actually need the line to be blue, but since the new line that I'm going to be drawing on top of it is black, I would not be able to see what exactly I'm doing if I had black on black, you know, so the blue works as a contrast. So let's do this here. And if you have watched any of the past Chill Art Sundays, specifically the ones where I was working on CorelDRAW, you might remember that this is a trick that I use a lot to get some lines, you know, to make them look more like they have been. Oh my god, I don't know, I don't know if I can find the word to describe exactly what I'm thinking, but well, you're going to see as soon as I am done with this, because as you can see, the blue line here, it is quite flat with this end. It just like comes over here all the way and then just dies there. And this thing that I have just drawn in black, it is pointy, it has a sharp end. So by adding this anchor point here on the blue line and deleting that one there, now I have this. So I just gotta make the blue line black and fill the black, this thing here, with black too. There we go. Now they look like, now this looks like this is the exact same one line. And see, it's as if I ran a pen or pencil over here and gently or quickly removed it from the canvas, so the thickness just diminished. I don't know how to explain this any better actually. Let me change do this thing here real quick, and I'm gonna continue that. Alright, so this should be the start for his head. Now let me draw his mouth. A very nice and gentle smile. Now for this one I am going to actually use, instead of a single line and then pointify it, I am going to use multiple lines, but in a triangle-ish manner. There we go. Easy. This is to be a little thicker down here though. Alright, now I just gotta get the shape right, and we should be good. And that seems fine. Yeah, that is fine. I like it. Let me draw his nostril. It should be done in a very similar manner. Just these two lines meeting each other. And now we curve them. Just like this. Alright, now this is wrong. So, hey Katita, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. And sure, I'm gonna meow for you. Although my throat is not doing very well today. my meow is not very good today. Let me try again. Yeah, my throat is not that good to be meowing. So since I cannot do a very realistic meow, let me just do this one. Meow. Like I said on the beginning, on the start of the stream, I woke up not long ago, so my vocal cords are kind of like still asleep pretty much. But yeah, good afternoon. How are you doing anyway? Alright, this nostril is fine, but it is a little bit on the thick side, so let's change that. Let's reduce its thickness a little bit. Yeah, 1, that works. That is good. Let's see what next. Let's do his ear. I was gonna do his eye, but I'm gonna do his ear first, because his ear is cute, and I like drawing ears, pony ears, specifically. I'm gonna do this in the same manner that I have done his mouth. I'm going to use multiple lines like this, and then just gotta get the shape correct. Let's convert them to curve. And I'm gonna do this thing here first. Hold on a second. Floppy 4. Let me add floppy 5. Okay. The ear. I'm gonna have to change this line here as well, but that is gonna come later after I am done getting his ear right, because his ear right now is my top priority. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this side is mostly done. Let's do the other one. And I'm gonna have to come back to this side here to do some more adjustments, but first I need to get this side here at least mostly right, so I have, like, how can I say it, a sort of basis to use as a reference. There we go. Now I can start making adjustments. Bring this one further up, and 2. Now, although these are multiple lines, the idea here is that once I am done, all of these will look like one single line. So it is important, very important actually, that I get the thickness correct. Not the thickness of the actual lines themselves, but the overall thickness. Like, consider this here. Let me make them all black like this. So see, this is fine. But it looks like one single line, but it looks like one single thick line, thicker than the line I have used for his head over here. That cannot happen. This needs to be thinner. What if maybe? Oh, I'm using a thickness of 2 pixels. Let me try 1 pixel. Okay, this should give me a better reference? No, reference is not the word that I'm looking for. Whatever. Let's bring this one further up. Like that. And let's bring this line more to the inside. Closer to the other one. Yes, that looks better. Because now it gives an idea that this soon-to-be single line is actually thinner than it was before. Alright, I think this should work. I need to make this less pointy. So let's create a couple anchor points. One here, another one over here, and let's delete this one here on the very top. And now I just gotta change these rods over here. There we go. So now that is more rounded. Let's do the same thing with the line down here. So this part also looks like it is more rounded. After all, Silver Trout is not made out of polygons. It's not supposed to be pointy. There we go. I think that should be fine. Let's make this black and see. Oh yes, that is much better. Now remember I mentioned about this line over here? Now this is going to be a very simple fix. Just gotta bring it over to there and do a little adjustment over here with this rod, and voila, that is done. Now let's do his this inner part of his ear, just like this. Let's curve it. And yeah, that actually looks fine. Although maybe a little too thick. Let's make it less thick. That's still way too thick. Let's see if we can improve this even further. Let's change the thickness to hairline for the main line. And let's work with some of these shapes here. Like, let's bring this one further down. This one here can stay like that. Let's bring this one further down a little bit. Actually, no, not further down, but rather closer to the other line. No, let's leave it like that one. Let's bring the other one closer to it. Alright, this is a bit better. Okay, that works. I do feel, however, like I should make some more changes. Let's tilt it a little bit, like this. Although that was barely noticeable. No problem. Oops, that was too much. Let's drag it down a little bit. Yeah, boy, that is better. Let me save. Always remember to save your progress. And while that happens, let me hold on a second. What floppy disk do I have here right now? 5. I gotta insert floppy number 6. By the way, this thing that I am doing on the side here, I am copying some files from Windows 3.11 on VirtualBox into some virtual floppy disks, because there's something that I want to do with those files on another sort of virtual machine running the same very old version of Windows, but I need those specific files, or at least I think I do. Okay, back to art. Okay, so that's his ear done. Let me do the basic shape for his eye. I could just use a circle like this and then try to change, or I could just use this 2-point line. Give me a couple seconds to think, and while I think, I'm gonna change the position of my fan over here because it's a bit warm. Hang on a sec. Okay, I think I'm going to use the circle and then just tilt it, and it's actually called an ellipse. Just tilt it and try to adjust so it fits the size of the eye socket. 2, actually no, 5. 5 is the thickness I have been using. Give me that. Let's bring it over here. And now let's try to change the shape and size. No, actually, perhaps I should have used the 2-point line. Also, I am remembering something here right now. I think I do recall mentioning something about wanting to do something different on the vectorization process when it comes to the eye socket. I think it had something to do with how I colored and shaded this picture over here. Let me find it. Hold on a moment. Let's see, Photoshop. That was Holiday Wishes. Where is that? Holiday Wishes. Check the final version. On Photoshop. While Photoshop loads, let me check this. Ah, my copy is done. Awesome. So I think I can close this now. I'm gonna leave this running for now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. Let me do this. Oopsie daisy. Alright, I forgot. I'm gonna just close it to shut it down and power off the machine. Yes. Okay, I think you might remember this one from a couple streams ago. If Photoshop is going to respond, I would be very happy. So yeah, it had something to do with the line art on this eye over here. I think that what I had in mind was to, instead of drawing the line art for the eye socket like I am thinking I was about to do here, like, you know, like pick a line and oops, what did I do here? Dang it. Like pick a line and go around like this and then adjust the shape and such. What did I say that I wanted to do differently to try and maybe make this better and more easily? Oops, wrong key. I think I said that I would probably just draw the whole eye on top of his face instead of using line arts. Was it? I mean, I honestly don't remember. What I do remember is that I was not happy with what was going on here with the actual line, with the actual line arts. Let me give you an example. Let me hide the layers beneath this one. Okay, so you can see these checkerboard things there, right? If I hide all of this, right? Excuse me. So this whole thing over here is one single line art, but it has 3 colors. And I believe the problem I was having is that because this lighter part over here, which is supposed to be white, this was supposed to be the same white from the actual eye itself, the eyeball. So this line here is supposed to be the eyeball, while this one is actually supposed to be the line art that goes around the eyeball, so therefore the eye socket. And it works with flat colors, but when it comes to shading, I was finding the results over here less than, well, how can I say, less than optimal, I suppose is the term that I'm looking for. His face is still really cute over here. I love this. But yeah, now if only I could remember what was the idea I had to make this any better. That would be great. Oh, you know what I could do that might help? And this is probably not what I thought on that day, but what I could do maybe is let's carry on with these lines here and get the shape correct. And because what I am thinking is maybe what I can do is actually color this whole part here and then just draw stuff over it, like have this whole section be the shape that I need it to be, and be white at first, because then I can change the color in Photoshop later, because I'll have to. And then the lines that need to go over, like what is supposed to be the line art for the eye socket, I can draw on top as a different layer. Although that would add more layers to the picture. There would be actually more work to do later. Until I can remember, I'm gonna carry on with this idea. And let's see what happens. So for the moment, let's just try and get this line and shape correct. Let's delete that anchor point. Now this must look like a very oval shape. It cannot have like sharp edges. Like here's one, for example. I don't want that. Let's delete this one. Okay, this is fine for now. I am going to color this shade of gray, both the inside and the outside of the line. Not because I am actually going to use this color later in Photoshop, but because save. But because I need to actually be able to see this against the white background outside here, and actually should be exporting this right away on a layer of its own. Yeah. Wait, what exactly am I trying to accomplish here? I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. It's one of those classic cases of I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to export this. Let me save first, and I don't know. I'll see what I come up with. Let me delete these lines here because these are not needed. Not now, anyway. Let's delete this background. Wait, that was not the background. That was the guideline. Okay. Let's export this. What shall I call this? I'm going to call this ST for Silvertrot, I base line art. Now Corel is supposed to show me another window. There we go. Resolution 500 pixels, please. Okay. All right. Now let me undo all of those deletions that I have made. That should do it. Okie dokie. Now I gotta draw another thing on top of this. And this is supposed to be... What is this supposed to be? Hold on. Okay, this is supposed to be the pseudo eyebrow that this style of pony has. So like I gotta start here, more or less, and end here. Okay, that should be fine, that should be easy. Go around, like this, go around here, and go over there. I'm gonna get this on the very edge. There we go. Same thing for this one here. Yep. Now let's do the shape. In my current working idea is to then export this line, which is going to be black, and then I don't know. I still don't really know what I am doing. This needs to be further up a little bit. There we go, kind of like that. Oh yeah. I think I can delete this anchor point there on the inside. Yeah, that seems to have worked. This needs to go around the eye, like that. Now this pointy thing going outside like that, that is wrong. That must go away. So I gotta figure out how. I see that is happening on both ends. How can I sort that out? Maybe if I create a new anchor point here, two actually, and one here, and then I don't think this is going to work. Move this like, yeah, no, that actually made it worse. Delete that. Maybe. What if instead I bring this inside this gray area, as close to the edge as possible? Now I try and move this one. No, not that one. The one below. That is not working. I don't know what I am trying to achieve, but whatever I am trying to do here is not working. Also, that looks way too thick. Way too thick. Wait, I think I might have an idea. What if I do this? That is going to create more, a bigger gap in there. If the stream goes offline suddenly, it's because I lost power. And I'm saying that because my light over here just flashed twice. So I don't know, maybe there's a storm brewing somewhere near the city. No, well, the thickness has definitely improved, but wait, I think I don't know what I think. Let me think for a moment. That is certainly not working. Not at all as I expected anyway. Maybe I am doing this whole thing wrong. Let me delete all of this and start over. I am going to instead draw it like this. I'm gonna leave this part over here open, but here's what I'm gonna do. Draw a line there, bring another one down here. Is that right? Kind of, I think. I don't know, let's see what happens. Let's bring this one there, and that one down, all the way down there. This one needs to go over here though. Okay. Oh Mike, that is a very weird shape. I know, I'm going to change it now. Let's convert to curve. And now it's going to start looking like an eye. Or at least that is the idea. Let's bring this over here. This one there. And that one there. Okay, this is a little better. No, that was a bad idea. Let's instead bring this anchor point down and change the shape of the lines over here and over here. Okay, that's fine. Down here, I'm not very happy with what is happening down here. What if I create a couple anchor points here? I said here, come on. Oh my god, Mike, just have your hand work. There. And I move this further inside the sketch line. You know, I can just maybe delete those anchor points and do this. Yeah, I think that works. It looks better, I guess. Let's create a couple anchor points around here. So actually, no, let's not do that one. Let's just delete this one here. Yes. Yes. This is better. This is much better. Let's make this all black to see. Yes. Now I think this is fine. Just gotta adjust the thickness a bit. Let's bring this anchor point down a little more. Yeah, this is working. Guys, this is working. Let's bring this one up here down a little more. And let's do the same thing with this, oops, with this one here. Okay, what happens if I delete this anchor point? I broke it. No, that is wrong. Instead, I'm going to create a couple more. One up here and one around here. And now I can delete this one. Okay, that didn't make much of a difference. Okay, this is better. Now that works. Let me save. Okay. So that is fine. Now so I can export this as a line of its own, sorry. But below it, I'm gonna want to have another thing. Before I continue though, let me draw more of his head. Let me finish at least his neck and his horn and his mane, I think. Yeah, let me do his mane as well. That way I can group everything together and just leave this separate. That should be easier to get things done. So let's create a line going over here. Hey Chev, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. How are you? Of course you had to do that, didn't you? Okay, something nice about Calais Duisburg. Something nice that I haven't said before, certainly. Because I have already said that it has a nice view of the ocean. I had said that, from what I saw on screenshots, the changes to the Calais city seem good. I'm doing quite fine myself, although it's still a little drowsy because I overslept today, so yeah, that is actually why the stream started late today. If I'm honest, I am still 50% asleep. Actually, I had a cup of coffee with some cappuccino added, so a double caffeine dose. But that didn't help much. It was delicious, however. But yeah, I'm fine. Now, something nice about CD. It's fine. It's hard to think of something. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm trying to think of it like I am running across the entire road from Duisburg to Calais. In my mind, I'm imagining, you know, flying over the whole place with the developer camera, and I'm trying to think remember what it looks like, so I can try to spot good stuff about it. Oh, here's something. Remember those changes the add-on team has made to the map? You know, the map edits to improve some areas, like the gas station in Duisburg, at the entrance of Duisburg, and that overpass on the road, the the overpass past the road tracks, where there's an exit, so people who are on the Calais to Duisburg route can exit and head to Rotterdam or Brussels. Was it Brussels? I think it was Brussels. Okay, yeah, you know. Okay, good. So that gas station area, that looks pretty nice. I haven't been there myself, but it looks very nice. And both that and the overpass on, hold on a sec, what am I doing here? Do I need to do this line? I'm gonna want, okay, I think this whole part here can be on a layer on top of his head, so yes, I can do this. Both of those have something that has drawn my attention and that I liked. Then they both have an advertisement outdoor for American Truck Simulator. So that is good. That's a good thing about that place. It has an ad for ATS. Actually, I think I even joked some time ago, the first time I saw it, that I took a screenshot of one of those and I said, hey, this is my favorite part of Calais Duisburg. the ad for ATS. Best sim indeed, although I haven't played much myself lately. I did the last World of Trucks event, you know, the one for the vaccines, on a stream on ATS, but I haven't played since then. I have been playing a lot with DOSBox in the past couple of days. Actually, I have spent the whole night working with that. Actually, that's the reason why I had this virtual machine here running, because I was copying some files from an older install that I have here. Oh man, when I was GM, Chev, when I was just a game moderator, and I had to do quotas and reports and such, I would do all my work on ATS. So good. I kind of miss that, if I'm honest. But the problem with doing reports is that later you gotta answer appeals. I don't like appeals. But yeah, I also miss just playing there. It's just that lately I haven't really been much on the mood to play many games in general. Like, I haven't even started the new Rocket League event, and I haven't even played the Christmas event on Legends of Equestria, which, by the way, is one of my top favorite games, even though it is so simple and many might call it boring. I love it. It's such a fun, relaxing little game. And fun fact, actually, this picture is based on a quest that exists on that game. So that goes to show how much I like that game. But yeah. Okay, so Silvertrot's head here is almost done. I think I'm gonna do his mane next, and then I'm gonna do his horn, and then I'll be able to group all of this together and just leave his eye separate. So that should work. Miss arguing with players about the U.S. Constitution and TMPUs. We miss you, Chev. We miss you on the team. I hope you are able to come back soon someday. We miss you. You're going to be very welcome back. 2 more weeks? Oh, that is awesome. Can't wait. I'll be happy to have you back. Okay, so for this part of his mane, I'm going to use the double lines quote-unquote trick instead of a single line, because then I won't have to pointify this end over here. And besides, this is just one section, so it is easier this way. Now, argue about the United States Constitution with players, that is something that I have never done because, well, I am not North American, so that is not something that I am actually familiar with enough to be able to discuss. All I can say is that it is much better than the Brazilian Constitution. That much I can tell you. But yeah, I wish I could. I was gonna say I wish I could do that kind of stuff, argue about the U.S. Constitution, and show people how wrong they might be about certain things about it. But in order to do that, I have to actually study it, which I should do actually, because I want to move out to the United States someday, or maybe Canada, but primarily the US. And I'm pretty sure that in order to do it legally, I will have to know the Constitution. I know you gotta study and learn about US history, if I'm not mistaken, to pass exams and get a visa or something like that. I gotta learn who were the presidents, constitution, laws, and all of that stuff. That's a lot to learn. I love to bring up their freedom of speech. Well, to be honest, I cannot blame them for that in particular. The problem is how much freedom they give themselves. Bunch of history and all that. Hey, yeah, I would think so. And you know something that I like about the United States? One of the many things actually is even though I actually don't read much anymore. I like. What have I done here? Oh no! Undo. I like American literature. Like Sleepy Hollow, for example, is one of my favorite stories. I don't know what about it I like so much, but I like it. I find it very cool, very entertaining. This line seems a bit too thick still. Let me try and thin it up a little more. Yeah, I think this is better. Now for this over here, I can actually use just a single line. Yeah, I can use a single line all across. That should make things a lot easier when CorelDRAW starts to respond again. Oh my god, I really need to upgrade this computer ASAP. 11 years old is being too much for it. Sometimes processor tops out, maxes out, and the program takes a while to respond. Now let me just get this here just right. They love to bring that up about being forced to change their Trump 2020 tags in game. That was my only thing for a while. Yeah, you know, I don't really want to position myself in terms of politically on the stream, but let's just say that both in terms of what would be my choice for United States president, as well as a Brazilian president, which is more relevant to my person because well, I live in Brazil. But yeah, regardless of which candidate I have ever supported, you gotta respect Rule 1.5. You just gotta do it, man. And even though, like I said, even though I would support a given candidate, even if someone else supports the same candidate as me, if they have the name of that person, like in the example you mentioned, Trump 2020, let's say I supported him, or not, who knows which one I supported, I'm not gonna say, but let's say I did, or did not, whatever. If I saw someone with that tag, I also would have to ask them to change, because it's just the rules, man. It's just the rules. Unfortunately, some people don't understand or don't seem to not want to understand, but thankfully some do, and I think it's most do. But yeah, politics is a very touchy subject, which is why Rule 1.5 pretty much forbids stuff about it. That's what they fail to realize. Yeah. I think I can bring this line down. I need to color this blue for now so I can see what is happening over here. Let's do this and this. Okay, yeah, this works. This works. This is perfect. Go back to black. Yeah, like for example, back in 2018, when the elections for president in Brazil were happening, there were many people supporting the same candidate as me, which I'm not gonna say who he was, but I saw many people with tags supporting the guy, and even though I agreed with them, I just had to ask them, hey guys, I'm sorry, even though I share the same idea as you, Rule 1.5 says political stuff must not be displayed in public, yada yada, so please do change it so I don't have to ban you. And that's for in-game, of course. It comes on web, unfortunately. No, you gotta swing them hammer. Which is too bad because, well, too bad but not really too bad, because rules are rules. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to say at this point anymore. I think all I can say in regards to the US elections is that hope things will go well with the guy who won. Let's just put it this way. Okay, this curve seems to be fine. No pointy ends over there. Well, there shouldn't be an end, after all, it is a curve, so yeah. Let's make an anchor point there, so I can delete this one. There we go, perfect. See, this is one of the reasons why I like working with vectors so much. Let me undo this. See, the shape of this line, it is a little janky, and it is not really going over the sketch line down there. And all I needed to do in order to fix it was delete this anchor point, and the line pretty much fix itself. Now, of course, it's still not going over, but the way it is going here, it is actually better. So that is good. I do think I need to do a little change on this anchor point here, however, which means I gotta change this. There we go. Now that is much better. Let's bring this one over here. And that one. Okay, this one can be curved like this. I'm gonna have to make a change on this section. But first, let me get this area here done properly. By the way, Chev, because it is ISP, I cannot actually tell you what it is, what happened, but there has been, let's say, a development that, how can I say this without saying stuff that I am not allowed to say on public? Ah, man. Well, I think I can say what has been published on the forums. You know, that thread that lists staff that has been promoted, transferred, demoted, or has left and such. That is public. So if you go there, you will see that we have a new person, a new game moderator, leader. So yeah, and he is Brazilian. He's actually a friend of mine. Actually, we were chatting all night long yesterday, at this last night, while I was doing stuff on DOSBox. It was a very fun conversation. Good guy he is. Good guy. This shape is still not very good, but I think I still need to do some more adjustments there. But let me try and get this here correct first. Let me move this ankle point down and change the position of this rod. Make a new ankle point there. Delete this one on top. Good, it rounded itself. Perfect. Now I just gotta change this curve a little more. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. This one here, not so much. This needs to be changed as well. You may have news for when you come back. Ooh. Anything you can share here now? I'm guessing not, though. After all, you wouldn't say for when you come back. So yeah, that was a stupid question on my part. I'm sorry. Oh no, I messed up the lines. Yeah, I thought so. I suspected all along. That's okay. I just gotta contain my excitement and expectation. Not expectation. Excitement. All right. So his main is done, and you know what? Perhaps I should do his main on a complete separate layer, so when I quote-unquote build the character on Photoshop, I can have this main underneath the layer that is his head, and that way it should make things easier for me to shade when it comes to shading this thing over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That is going to be more layers, that is going to be a little more work, but that should give me better results for when I am doing the shading. I just gotta now get this thing here right. Okay, so that is fine. I'm also gonna paint this over here blue for you know, for contrast. Now I'm gonna create a new line running inside his head, and this is going to define the boundaries essentially of what is his mane. Okay, let me pick this tool over here, select these, press Ctrl G, and let's make everything black. Okay, perfect. That is a horse's mane. Okay, and also I'm going to do the same thing for his horn, but his horn is going to be yet another layer that I'm going to have below everything. And yeah, that is a little bit too much more work, but the results should compensate the extra hassle. I just saved. Now what I'm going to do next is I am going to select the entirety of what is supposed to be his head. Wait, what did he just do here? Oh, that's his mane. Dang it. Go a couple layers below. Come on. That's still his mane. Gotta go further down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I need these blue lines to go underneath the black line there. A little more, a little more. Come on. A little more. There we go. Let's keep it blue like this. That sound in the background, by the way, was my dad sneezing. Bless you. Okay, now I can select his ear, his head, his neck, his goatee, his nostril, and his mouth. Now all of this, let's press Ctrl G to group them. All of this should be one single thing now. Yeah, wait, no, I'm still missing one part. Let's Ctrl U, select this one, Ctrl G again. Let's try it again. Yeah, there we go. Now this is right. Now that is a head. So that is good. Excellent. Let's save. Now what I am going to do is I am going to delete everything except for the head, and I'm going to export it as a PNG file. So let's delete the wait, what's this? Okay, that's his head. Go down. I need to select this eye thing. Alright, now I have just the head. And let's export. Let's name this ST for Silvertrot head line art. Resolution 500, that is correct. And let's click OK. Now that has been exported, let's undo everything. Go back to this. And let me drink some water. Refreshing. Blooming Lotus, that is so good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well on this blast Sunday. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete the head, the eye thing, the background obviously, and I'm going to export just the mane. But oops, it needs to be the color black. Okay, perfect. I really like that mane actually. It's looking very nice, I dare say. So again, ST for Silvertrot. Main line art. 500 pixels for resolution, and okay. Now let's return everything back. Also, I need to change the color of this mane right now. Let's change it back to black. There we go. Yes, I remember Bloomy. thank you for following and for being following. It's already been a year. Seriously? No, wait. It's gonna be a year. It's almost about half a year because if I recall correctly, which I might not be, but if I am, I started streaming here on Twitch like around September last year, or maybe October, sometime around that. But regardless, it's been since last year. Man, time goes by so quickly. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around for this long, Gloomy. It makes me happy. Okay, so now I have already exported his head. I have exported his mane. So in order for me to not get confused with lines, which line is which, when I am drawing something else, and also so I know what parts I have already exported, I'm gonna have them be gray like this. And let me do his horn. A little unicorn horn. Now because I'm going to put this on a separate layer, I can have these lines go inside his head. There we go. Line thickness 5. Let's shape this properly. There we go. This is too thick on the base. Let's bring this one further over here. That is better. Same thing with this one here. And that is better. Goody good. Now, that is a very pointy unicorn horn. That horn can kill. Can you imagine being stabbed by a unicorn horn? It's probably not much different from being stabbed by, I don't know, a spear maybe. There we go, perfect. Now, let's draw these spiral things inside. And a smaller thickness of 4 pixels should do. Let's put this over here. That one there. Perfect. 3 more, I mean 2 more, and I will be done with the horn. Then I can select all of these, group them together, and lastly, but not least, export. Export to PNG. Let's put that over there. A little further up, maybe. It must look like this is a spiral thing. Let's see. Yeah, I think that works. Let's move this over here. Again, thickness of 4 pixels. And let's spiral it. Well, let's actually just curve it, but so it looks like it is a spiral going around. And maybe I should bring it further down a little more. Let's see. Yeah, that works. So let's select everything. Let's select these 3 over here, as well as the one outside. And if I press Ctrl G, they become grouped. And now we have the unicorn's horn. There we go. Okay, let's save. And I'm going to select everything except for the horn. Let's delete the background. There we go. Now I have just the horn. Let's export it. SD horn line art. And okay. Now let's go back. Everything back here. Yep. and the horn can become gray because it's already being exported. And let's save. Remember, my friends, always save your progress constantly. Okay, now back to this eye situation. As I was mentioning earlier, I want to do this differently from what I usually do, because the way I usually do is I draw the entire line art around the eye, so the line art for the eye socket. And though that works, it does cause some issues when it comes time to shade. Although Silvertrot is a character that has very light colors, shading him usually is not a problem, but sometimes it can be. And I noticed that specifically on the last picture that I worked on, Holiday Wishes. So I don't remember exactly what was the idea I had to fix that problem. So I don't know, I'm trying to make up a solution. For now, I think I'm going to just keep this black line, which is the pseudo eyebrow, and I can either on Photoshop directly draw the eye underneath it, or I could draw it here and export it, but then I would have some issues getting the line to meet these ends over here. Well, then again, I might have that same issue on Photoshop right away. Also, I'm gonna select his head. Oh no, I accidentally moved the background. Let's select his head, his mane, and his horn. Group them together. Okay, let's move them down a bit because I need to work on this line here. So I might have the same issue actually on Photoshop, because I don't know, these points, they are kind of going straight out. Let me try something. Let me test. Let me make a line here. And let's have this line go in there. Hairline, let's make it blue for contrast. And this right now is just a test, by the way. Oops, I forgot. I selected, but I forgot to convert to curves. There we go. Now I can actually curve the line. Because my concern is making the curvature of the eye socket, but getting that right, but it not meeting the ends of the black line there, and I don't want that to happen. So let me do a quick test over here. This one can be deleted. Good, I think. Yeah, see, the shape is right, but over here this little end is sticking out. I really don't want that to happen. Let me try and move it over a little more. Actually, this might work. I probably might not have so much trouble in Photoshop after all. Alright, let's delete this test line, and let's delete everything else because I want to export just this eye thing. Should I call it eyeliner? I'm gonna call it eyeline. So let's see, ST for Silvertrot, eyeline, line art. And that reminds me, Holiday Wishes. birthday wishes. Wishes? No. Birthday wish, there we go. I have exported another thing earlier that I thought was what I wanted. Oh yes, this thing here. I can delete this here. I'm not gonna need this one anymore. At all. Okay, let's undo those deletions. Why isn't it undoing? Oh, there we go. Again, the computer was being old and not responding for a moment. Okay, so this is done. I can turn it gray. Just the external, that is fine. Okay, so that is done. Let's save. Let's save and drink water. I'm gonna do all the line arts for Silvertrot first. Then I'm gonna do the other character. And then I will work on this structure that they are sitting on. And the background over there, you know, those hills, the mountains off in the distance, the clouds. All of this will be done on Photoshop later. Same thing for this part, for the ground down here, I guess. Do I? Yeah, I think I can do this one on Photoshop, no problem. Let's see. Next, so his body is going to be on top, not on top, but the layer for his body is going to be above the layer for his head. And how exactly do I want to do this? There's his neck bandana. Do I want to have this whole thing on one single layer? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna have his whole body on a single layer with the bandana included, but his tail over there, that's going to be another layer in separate. Yeah, that should work. I hope it does. Let's see, you know, the whole thing of with me not actually knowing what I'm actually doing and such. I'm gonna start with this hoof over here, with this leg. Let's see. I'm going to start with. I'm going to use just a single line. Wait. What if I start with this hoof over here? Start with this one. I don't know what I'm trying to do. But that is fine. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to use a single line and then pointify it on that end over there, because that is going to be necessary. Let's bring this over here, there, and here. Okay. Let's change the thickness to 5 pixels, convert to curve, and now let's make this actually look like a leg, shall we? Let's do this. Let's make an anchor point right here too, because I feel like I'm gonna need this anchor point later. Let's do that. And this. Now I know the shape is wrong. First I need to get most of the stuff in place. You know, the basics. And then adjustments can be done. Let's move this over here. Okay, so that is basically this leg. Now as you can see, some shapes are still wrong, but now that I have the basics in place, I can start and actually making the proper adjustments that I need to get this thing looking properly. So let's move this over here. Let's create an anchor point. Hey Vortex, welcome to the stream. Have a happy Sunday and happy Valentine's to you too, my friend. I'm single, but thank you anyway. Thank you for joining and happy Sunday. How are you doing? Are you spending the Valentine's with some special one? I hope you are. I have been told that is a very nice thing to happen, to do. Okay, this here doesn't look very right. Let's this needs to be a little more flat. Kind of, not really flat, but the curve needs to be a little different. That is very good to hear, Vortex. Very good. Well, technically read. You spend with yourself only? Well, my friend, welcome to the singles club, I guess. It's not so bad. Hey, let's look at it on the bright side. It's actually cheaper not to have. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's actually cheaper not to have a girlfriend. Forget I just said that. Oh my god. That's such a mean thing to say. Okay, let's do this end over here. Go eat all the chocolate for yourself. You know, I cannot say that is such a bad idea. Because again, let's look at the bright side. More chocolate! More chocolate for you! See? You are saving money! I should stop saying this stuff. It's so mean. What am I doing wrong here? Jesus Christ. Let's create an anchor point here. Let's delete this one and this one. There we go. That worked. I think... No, that one stays there. What I need is to move this rod over here. Is it? Yes. Create a new anchor point here and delete that one. Maybe I can delete this one over here too. Now that I have created another one there. Let's see, what does this look like? No, it doesn't look very good. Let's undo that. Today I am drawing 2 ponies after working on 3 pictures with a dragon. Today I'm drawing 2 ponies. This is based on a quest that is available on a game called Legends of Equestria, where you play as a little horse. And it's actually a very good game. I love the game. It's very relaxing. It has a very friendly community. But anyway, the story of that quest is about this little foal who's at her home, at her front door, and it is her birthday, or her birthday is coming up. I don't really remember, but anyway, her parents task you with finding out what she wants for her birthday, because she wasn't very happy with the gifts she has been getting on her past birthdays, and they were upset because she wasn't feeling all that happy. She was still grateful, but they could tell she wasn't really happy about what she got. So they task you with trying to find out what she actually wants so they can get her present right. But they don't want her to know that they know. So you gotta talk to her and try to find out what she wants. And turns out she wants to get a firefighter helmet. So when you go talk to her, she's sad, and not really sad, but she's kind of concerned, a little worried that she's not gonna get what she wants, and that she knows her parents mean well, and she's very grateful, but that what she actually wants is a firefighter helmet. So when I played that quest, I liked it. I liked it. It was very sweet. So I decided to draw my character listening to her story and her telling him that her parents mean well, they are very nice, and but what she actually wants is the fire helmet. So that's what is happening here. That's my character listening to her story. And I actually started this picture, when did I start this? 2017, I think. 17, 18, 19, 20, about 4 years ago. So I never finished this. I'm gonna finish this time. But yeah. My intention is to finish everything that I have started years ago and never finished. I'm gonna finish everything on stream before I get started on anything new. I have a lot of stuff that I haven't finished in a long time. But yeah, that's about what I'm drawing. And for the setting, they are on top of a sort of wooden structure. See, there's a door there. And back there is a farm, so these should be fields. I'm gonna add some trees when I draw these in Photoshop. And so those are some fields. There's some mountains off in the distance, clouds. There's going to be a very clear sky there. All of these are going to be drawn on Photoshop, but these parts here, the characters and the structure, these I'm going to draw with vector lines here. So it's going to be easier to color later on Photoshop. Color and shade. Oh, I have already converted these to curve. Just gotta get the shape right now. So yeah, that is this picture. The one that I was working on before was Holiday Wishes, and I finally finished that thing. I don't know if you have seen, but if you haven't, it's available on my DA if you want to see on full resolution. The link for it is right here. That's gonna be deviantart.com/Mike-Dragon, just like it says here. Or you can type !! Socials on the chat to get a link to there. But this is the finished thing that I was working on last time, and it took forever to get this thing done. But I actually like how it came out. It's pretty nice. I still can't get over of how cute this face is with that tongue flapping like that. It's adorable. I wish I had a plushie of this character and this character over here, the dragon. But I also like how this face turned out. It's really cute, even though he's a dragon. But yeah, this is finally finished, and it is already available over there on my DeviantArt if you want to see the whole thing. Okay, so this here is right. So I think for this hoof, I just gotta do this bit over here because it is too pointy. Oh yes, Vortex, I finished that one. I finished it 2 Sundays ago, because last Sunday is when... no wait, I actually didn't do a Chill Art Sunday last Sunday. No wait, no I did do a Chill Art Sunday last Sunday. It's the one before that I couldn't do it because my car broke down and I missed the time. But I finished so there was last Sunday, the one before. I finished this one on the one before the last Sunday. After 4 years, I think that one was 4 years. Let me check the date on one of the progress sheets. Silver Trot. 16, no, that's 5 years. So 5 years? Let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 5 years. Almost 5 years, actually. So I started this on December 2016. Yeah, 4 years. Actually, 4 years. That's a very long time. Okay, this hoof here is good. Just gotta fix the line on this one here. What is this? It's nothing. Okie dokie. Those two legs are mostly done. You want me to sing a song? Okay, let's see. Maybe there's something here on this playlist that I actually know the lyrics to, so I can sing along. Let's see. Celebrate with a song. That is a good idea, actually. I'm not a very good singer though. Let's pick something. Ah, this one. I love this one. I'm not going to sing the whole song though. That just gotta make that very clear, okay? I'm gonna wait until the point where the lyrics actually start. If I can actually remember the lyrics. Here we go. 'Cause you're always on my brain, and you've driven me insane. You've driven me insane. Fitting, because this song is about Valentine's. You've driven me insane. I forgot about this part, sorry. There's something about your eyes that fills me with butterflies. From my... You know, hold on a second. I should just actually read the lyrics because I honestly don't remember them. Hold on. Stop this. Stop this one. That's called Insane by Synthesis. Sam Synthesis, actually. There we go. This one. And the lyrics are available here. Here on the description. I know this whole lyrics, it's just I can't remember right now. I think it might be a little too loud for the stream. Let's drop the volume a little more. I think this is fine. 'Cause you're always on my brain, and you've driven me insane. You've driven me insane. You've driven me insane. Baby, you've driven me insane. There's something about your eyes that fills me with butterflies. I'm leaving my thoughts behind, 'cause girl, you're always on my mind. You've been sent from above to pick me up from below. How did I find a love as great as the one you show? 'Cause you're always on my brain, and you've driven me insane. You've driven me insane. You've driven me insane. Baby, you've driven me insane. I'm gonna do just this one more. That's almost the whole song. You're what I've been dreaming of, the one that I hoped would come. From when I first saw that blue well, boy, I can't get over you. And I believe in you and me, and what we seek, eternity. I love this song. So sweet. And I apologize for making your eardrums bleed. But you asking for it. Yeah, you asked me for it. There's actually, let me show you something. Where is that? Yeah, here it is. So I actually have this karaoke thing with it's basically pretty much all the kinds of songs that I usually listen to and that I have playing on my streams. Now that one has ended. Let me go back to the playlist over here. What was the song that I was playing? Whatever, let's do this one. Anyway, this karaoke has pretty much most of all the songs that I usually listen to and have playing on the background on the streams. And these are very good songs, mind you. I love them. The lyrics are very positive. They are sweet. Like this one, for example, which just talks about one loving another, fitting because it's Valentine's. But yeah, I am very tempted to one day live stream this thing and well, do a singing karaoke live stream. But even though I am tempted to do this someday, I also dread doing it because I am not a good singer. That is going to be very, very embarrassing when or if I do it someday. I don't know, maybe I should do some sort of campaign to actually see if people actually would want to see one of those, because chances are that I am going to drive people away if I do that. Hilariously. But yeah, that is something to think. Now, next thing I gotta do here, I need to pointify this line here, so let's see if I can get this right. Well, I can. It's just gonna take a little bit. You'd watch it, Chev. Okay, well, your funeral. Well, your ear's funeral. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, be warned. I'm not a good singer. I miss notes all the time. Sometimes I change notes during a verse. It's not good. It's not good. At least I don't believe it is good. Actually, years ago, I have recorded a game, quote-unquote, gameplay of this karaoke thing. However, I deleted it because I did not have the guts to publish, to upload it to YouTube. And I actually did upload it, just I didn't have the guts to make it public. So eventually I deleted. And besides, at the time, I had a very crappy microphone anyway, so on top of my singing being bad, the audio wasn't good. Well, the audio itself was good, it's just the microphone wasn't. So yeah, I deleted that. Let's see, I think this should be fine. I think I can do a cut right here on the blue line and blop that, make this black, make this black, and now those two lines look like the same line. Perfect. I love this little trick. I think my nose wants to sneeze. Let me save. Okay, false alarm. Let's do this shoulder over here. I think that for this one I'm going to use multiple lines. Nah, I'm not gonna use multiple. I'm gonna use one single line and then just pointify this end over here. Let's put that over there. And let's make this line thicker. 5 pixels of thickness. Oh, you know what? I haven't checked the things that I have exported yet. Let me see if they are exporting correctly. Yeah, okay. This looks fine. Full size. Okay, yes. They are being exported correctly. So that is good. I have already converted these to curves, so I can now just shape them. There we go. Oh, by the way, there's some news. I'm going to talk about this later at the end of the stream, but let me just say it now. I am going to add a new stream slot on the week. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm gonna do a, let's say, copy of the Gaming Friday, you know, the Friday streams, but this one is going to be in Portuguese. So you know how I play a different game every week on Fridays at 7 p.m. No, sorry, at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna do the same thing on Wednesdays, but instead of doing that stream on English like I do on Fridays, I'm gonna do them in Portuguese for the Brazilian viewers. So that's something new that's gonna happen. So yeah, if you guys wanna catch those, you are very welcome. The only problem is if you don't speak Portuguese, you're not going to understand anything. So there is that. But yeah, there's something new that I'm gonna be doing. That reminds me, I have yet to add that to the schedule. I gotta remember to do that later. Okay, let's do these curves over here. And I think that anchor point might need to come down a little more. Let me do that. Let's put it here in the middle. Actually, further up. Oh, dang it. Further up here. Yeah, that works. Now these over here, these anchor points, they must come closer, as close as possible, to the edge of the blue line. Same thing with this one, because the black line is sticking out. You must not stick out, but you must be as close to the edge as possible. You must cover the blue line as well as possible. There we go, that might work. Let's bring this one further here. Okay, now that can go down. Contribuir para sua saúde. Contribute to your health. Contribute to my health? Contribui o que com minha saúde? Contribute what to my health? Oh, hydrate. Okie dokie. Maybe one day, if I ever become popular I might add a face cam, but for the time being, you guys are gonna have to deal with my face not being known. So I'm sorry you cannot actually see that I am actually drinking water, but I actually am drinking water. Here, let me splash water a bit. Oh, I'm stopping music. I don't. Can you even hear it? Okay, I was just splashing my finger into the glass. I don't think you could hear. It's too quiet. Anyway, I'm gonna drink. There. I really need to stop making that noise. I almost choked for the second time now. And choking is bad for the health. But yeah. Now, technically speaking, I could add a face cam as of now if I want. I do have a very old webcam. Its max resolution is 400p at, I don't know, 25 FPS, so it's very crappy by today's standards. But I know I can use my phone as a webcam. So technically speaking, I could do that. But thing is, I don't actually want to. I want to keep my face away from the internet for a while longer. And besides, I don't really have any sort of setup over here, you know, a background to have on camera. And besides, my current hairstyle, my current haircut is what is currently what is in fashion. I think I could say. It's a haircut called quarantine. So my hair is gigantic, it's a huge mess. It's horrible. So yeah, not good for. I should not have done that. It's not good for being on camera. I think I can add the anchor point over here, so I can do the cut right there. Now let's make this line black, and this one let's fill it up with black as well. There we go, perfect. I'm not going to do this part here yet because I want to do this leg first. Since this hoof is over this leg there. There we go, let me save. Let's see, where do I begin with this? I'm going to begin here. I'm going to use one single line and then just pointify that end. Wait a second. No, perhaps I should start with the actual hoof, because anatomy-wise, this line would interfere with that line there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let me start with this one. Let's put an anchor point here. That one there. This one here. Oh! Quick deviation from the art. Since Katita has said hydration in the chat, that remember me of a funny video. Let me see if I can find it. Hydration. Garfield. There we go, this one. If you don't mind, I'm gonna play this video real quick because what she said there made me remember of this.
Good day, I am Gaz. Such wonderful weather today. Oh dear. Lord have mercy. Please give me hydration. successfully rehydrated.
So stupid. I don't know why I like that video. Alright, back to this. 5 pixels thickness. And let's convert to curve. Excuse me. Let's do a curve here. You can go ahead and already do some adjusting here right away. There we go. Let's do this curve here and that one there. I'm gonna have to add an anchor point right here in the center. I'm gonna do that now actually. No, I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna have to do it later and then delete this one after I make another one there. That is going to get the line properly positioned pretty much by itself. Let's do his roof over here. There we go. And this part over here too. Now here comes the leg part. Okay, that is okay. That is fine. Now the basics are in place, so what I gotta do next is adjust and do some fixes. So like, let's make an anchor point there and delete this one. Good, that is actually perfect. Excellent. See, the line adjusted itself into place. I love doing this trick. That is one of the reasons why I like working with vectors so much. They make things so much easier. They are time consuming. I give you that. That is one thing I don't like about working with vectors. They take time to do. But in exchange, they save so much hassle later on. There we go, that is good. This actually isn't so bad right now. But let me try that thing that I mentioned. Let's create a new anchor point there and delete this one here. Yeah, that didn't make much of a difference. That actually didn't make a difference at all. It is just good as it is. So that is fine. Now for this part here, I'm going to have the line starting right here. I'm going up there. And this is his leg. Let's put this over here. I'm gonna create an anchor point right here because I feel like I'm gonna need it. I might be wrong, but I think I will. I have a feeling that I will. Oops. There we go. Alright, now that is really pointy over there. Let's make an anchor point right here and delete this one. By deleting this one, in theory, this line is going to snap itself into the position that I want it to be. Perfect. And just like I said it would, it did. Right, now I need to pointify this line, this end, sorry, and that end over there. Let me start with this one up here. Let's have it blue like that. And let's zoom in a little more. Let's see, anchor point right here. Scoot it over. This is kind of a triangle, as you can see, because it has three sides. Of course, that's how triangles work. Let's convert to curve. Now let's do that little trick that I call pointification. Let's put these lines into position to meet the blue line underneath. get this into place. There we go. Let's bring this rod up. Let's have a closer look. Okay, this isn't enough. Gotta go more. No, this still isn't good. There's still some blue showing over there, which means I need to move this anchor point. That was too much. This is better. Now I should be able to just change that, and that should fix it over here. Okay, yes, this is good. I can see some blue going all the way over here, but past here is just black, so that is perfect. Well, could be better, but that is good. That works. And let's see down here. This one here needs a bit of adjusting. Let's bring it down. And let's change the position of this rod and that rod. No, not that rod. Let's bring this anchor point down actually. Now I can change this one and that one. Now I have some black poking out, so that needs changing. Let's move this anchor point further into the blue. That was a bit too much. Alright, this might work. Yeah, I think that is fine. Right, guys? I think it is. No, it still needs more fixing because I need to create a new anchor point on the blue line right about here, in this area. But then there will still be some blue poking out over here. That needs changing. Let's move this down. That was actually much easier than I thought it would be. Okay, let's double click, make an anchor point right there. Delete this one and this one. Make that black. Make this black. And there we go. That line has been pointified. And I think this position for the anchor point is right. It's fine, right? What if I move it further over here? It looks a bit better. Well, let me check if I didn't mess up the setting over here. That is fine. Okay, that is fine. Perfect. Excellent. Now let's do that other one down here. Okay, so it curves up, which means I need the anchor points to be right about here. No, not there. Undo. Didn't do too much. My computer's being slow again. Wait, redo. Let's redo. How do I redo on Corel? Okay, that is fine. Let's make an anchor point right here. And this one should be much easier. I can bring it all the way over here. Hairline thickness. I just saw a lightning through the window. Cool. Okay, let's put this over here. I'll move it down a little more. Oops, that was too much. Gotta cover the blue line over there. But it has to be in the proper shape. Okay, now this one here needs to go there. Gotta cover the blue over here. I need more zoom for more accuracy. There we go. Let me think for a moment. Okay, this is close to what I want, but it's not quite there yet. Let me move this further here. I think I'm gonna do the same thing with this one actually. Oops. Put it over here. No, no, no. Let's not move that one. Let's keep that one as it was. Right. Now I think I can do the cut on the blue line. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. Make that black. Make this black. Okay, yes, this works. Excellent. Now this end over here, that is not going to be pointified because that is going to be meeting another line, the line that is going to be running from his back over here all the way across his rump on the back. So let's place an anchor point right here. That's his bandana, by the way. I don't know why I say it like that. I'm gonna do that later. We're gonna do that later. I'm gonna have to pointify this end here. So that's gonna come in a moment. This anchor point is wrong. Gotta go there. Yep, there we go. Now I can change the thickness to 5 like the other lines and convert everything to curves so I can give them the shape they need to have. Let's do this and that. So that is his back. Now let's do his here and over here. Alright, let's create an anchor point here and another one here. So I can delete this one and now that one. There we go. Excellent, that is perfect. Let's make the line blue so I can pointify this end just like I have done with the other ones. Let's move this up. Put it over there. This one there. Although I think I should have done the other way around, but no big deal. Okay, let's do this. Convert to curve. So by the way, I have been playing a lot with DOSBox the past few days. I think I talked about I mentioned this early on the stream. I have downloaded a bunch of DOS games. Some are very fun. There, actually, I found one from, what year was it? I think 1996, where you play as a cowboy, but all the characters, they are animals. And you know, I don't know if you remember those old DOS games that are all fully drawn. They have actual hand-drawn animations, as if they were actual cartoons. Like, you might remember that meme, I am meme. Hold on a sec. I am meme, I think. No, wait. MS DOS. I can't remember the name of the game, but anyway, it's basically like a cartoon that you play. And I haven't actually played that. I just started to see if it was working. It looks very nice. I want to play that on a stream, maybe. On one of these Fridays. Not next Friday though, because I have already set which game I'm going to be playing next Friday. Which, by the way, I'm going to be playing Angels with Scaly Wings for the next Gaming Friday. Which day is that gonna be? That's gonna be the 19th. Yep. And by the way, since I mentioned that I will be doing streams on Wednesdays, on Wednesdays as well, but in Portuguese, I have yet to decide what game to play on this upcoming Wednesday. Maybe I might play Doom, just for the sake of it. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Everyone loves Doom, right? And that being Doom Classic, not Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal. I have both of those. They look extremely fun. I started playing Doom 2016. I was enjoying it. The problem is that my computer, because it is so old, again 11 years, and I don't yet have enough money to afford upgrading it. Although it can run those games, it cannot do it while streaming. So unfortunately, those as well as Phasmophobia are games that I'm gonna have to wait until I have a better computer so I can stream them. But yeah, so my idea is to be playing Classic Doom on the next Wednesday, on this Wednesday 17th. Yeah, I think it should move this anchor point up and this one down. Maybe. Well, actually I can keep this one here, but this anchor point over here, it needs to go up. Now, of course, because I'm doing this, everything is messed up. So now I gotta fix it. But this was expected. Let's bring this all the way down here. Let's put that there. Okay, that looks better. Maybe a little more curvature. Actually, more curvature didn't help. Let's see, this is fine. Actually, I think this is good as it is. Just need to move this up a bit more. Okay, let's select the blue line. And oh no, I need to put the anchor point to cut the blue line right about here. There's blue sticking out over there. I'm gonna have to move this black line further over. Let's see. Okay, I think this might work. Let's do the cut. Let's make this black. Let's make that black. Here. I can see a little corner right there. That is annoying me. No, that is not good. Let's curve this up. Ah, dang it. Okay, let's go back here and try to fix this. Oops. There we go. Let's try to fix that. The corner must not exist. Oh man, but how am I gonna do that without messing up the rest? Because everything else is perfect, except for this section over here. I'm gonna try something new. Let me make a new line here. Let's put it over here. That is very thick. Let's put this one here. And let's have it go all the way up. And go there. Let's convert to curve. I'm gonna make this yellow so it doesn't mix up with the others. Okay, that is fine. Let's bend this one too, although this here needs to go further into this side. Now the yellow must cover the entirety of the black line, but it must still retain the curvature. More zoom. That's a lot of zoom. A little more. There we go. Okay, there's no corner there, so that is good. Okay, now you might be wondering, Mike, what is that mess you have just made? Well, making, because I just realized I gotta change this one here too. Give me just a moment and I'm gonna come back to that thought. Yeah, a little more, just a little bit more. I'm very close to getting this right. Very, very close. Okay, looks like this is the best that I'm gonna manage over there. Alright, so I might be wondering, Mike, what is that mess you are doing there? What is the mess you have just done? Well, what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make a new cut on the blue line right there. And now both the blue and the yellow plus the black are gonna become fully black. Alright, now that is good. Now that is perfect. Perfect looking, anyway. Now that corner I saw there no longer exists. Excellent. Okay, now I can do this one here that I mentioned that I would do later. For this one, I'm actually going to use multiple lines, so I don't have to quantify its end. Let's see, where do I start? I'm going to start over here. Bring this anchor point there, and run it back up like that. Sure, let's use hairline thickness. Why not? Let's do a curve up there with this. Maybe a little less over here. Oh yes, I think that looks better. Let's see. Now it's a bit too thick. That line is a thick boy. Let's see. Move this one down a little more. And a little more to the inside. Okay, that is good. That is pretty good. Now down here I can use just one single line. That is no problem. Just gotta bear in mind the shape of the leg. So there's a curve over here and then over there. Alright, this here should work. Let's see. Thickness 5. What happened? I accidentally deleted the line. Ah, freak. Undo. There we go. I meant to press F10, but instead I pressed delete. Ah, what an idiot. Okay, let's do this. And now, a little curve over there. Just like so. bad. I don't know why my voice just crackled like that, but it did. Whatever. What do you ever mean? Right now, here we have his bandana and a little piece of the right front leg. I'm gonna do that next. I need to use the bathroom real quick, however, so if you excuse me, I gotta take this quick break. I'm gonna be just about a minute, less than a minute likely. But yeah, anyway, I didn't mean to zoom in. Oopsie daisy. Come on, move to the side. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be very quick. BRB.
You're gonna break my heart. You're gonna tear it apart. No matter what you do, I'll still be there for you. And when you call my name, I won't be far away. No matter where you go, you'll never be alone. Be alone, be alone. No, you'll never be alone. Be alone, be alone. No, you'll never be alone. Be alone, be alone. No, you'll never be alone. Be alone, be alone. No, you'll never be alone.
I am back, and apparently the music has stopped. Yep, it did. Let's fix it. There we go. I'm sorry about the music. Anyway, let's get back to this. By the way, it turns out it is raining over here. Very lightly, but it is raining. That explains why I was seeing some lightning outside. What was I gonna do next? Right, his neck bandana. Let's begin with this bit over here. Let's do a little curve to here. Yeah, just like this. Let's curve this. I should not be doing it like this. Hold on, undo. Okay, let's go back to this thing here. Now, resuming from there, Let's do a curve here. Wait a second. Oh no, water is coming in through the window. Hold on a second, I gotta close my window. Everything's getting wet. Oh no! There we go. Coming back. Okay, I'm back. I had to close the window because the rain started to get a little heavier, and the wind was blowing rain through the window, so stuff was getting wet over there. Where was I? Right, this is bandana. Now we bring this line up here, and there's supposed to be kind of a knot over there, but here's what I'm going to do. And this can end right here. Okie dokie. Now I can give this some shapes. Let's let's bend this line like this. This like that. I need this tip over here to meet this line. You cannot be poking out like that. So, well, first let me adjust this here. Then I can worry about that. And this is exactly what I was afraid of. I knew that was gonna happen. Let's get this over here and this over there. By the way, like I have mentioned, it started to rain. If for some reason the stream suddenly goes offline and it doesn't come back automatically in like a minute or two, do consider that either my internet stopped working because of the rain, because of the weather, or the weather caused my power to go out. So have that in mind in case the stream suddenly goes offline. That might be the reason, one of the reasons anyway, of why such might happen. Okay, so this part here around his neck is fine. Now I just gotta sort out this. How can I fix this? What if I create a new anchor point right here, and I move this one? No. Let's make a new one here, and I delete that one there. Let's... Oh no, that is wrong. Here we go. Let's make a corner right here. Okay. Let's put this over here. Can you hear that noise in the background? That's rain hitting the window. Let's try and move this a little further down. A little more. No. This is going to cause a mess. I have a better idea. Let's undo all of these things that I have done. I am going to leave it like that. Okay. Wow. The wind is blowing very strongly outside. I should save this. Let me save. I'll try to finish his body and then his tail on this stream, and then I'm gonna end, because I am concerned that this weather, that's actually a storm outside. I'm kind of concerned that this storm might knock down my power. So let me try and get this done as quickly as possible. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like this, because then on Photoshop I can actually just use eraser, their eraser, and erase this bit here of the bandana line art. That should work and fix the issue that I'm having here. Okay, next, this part here of the bandana. Wait, is that the bandana? No, that is a cloth line on the bandana. The bandana ends here. There we go. And more or less, gonna move over here a little bit. Okay, yes, that is good. Now, let's do this line over here, because this is the other side of his right front leg. Let's give this a little bit of a curvature. Yep, almost. Is that right? Doesn't feel right. Yeah, it is not. This anchor point needs to be further up like this. Yeah. And this rod needs to be curved a little more like this. There we go. Now that is right. Now that is correct. So let me save. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is curve this part over here. I almost forgot about the side. Let's do a little thingy here. That actually looks pretty fine. Let's remove these corners, however. Let's make a couple anchor points. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that is good. Now I can draw these lines inside of the bandana. Now these are not lines that are like, you know, stamped on the bandana. These are just cloth wrinkles. Yeah, these are just wrinkles. Oh, that was supposed to happen. Okay, this is better. Just needs a little bit adjusting. A little more thickness over there and down here. By the way, on a completely unrelated subject, have any of you ever watched Helluva Boss? So I've seen people talking a lot about it, and I've seen it popping up in my recommendations a lot lately. So I decided to give it a watch, and in spite of the, how can I say it? I need to change the shape actually. In spite of the very heavy, let's say heavy content, I think I can put it that way. It is actually a really good show. The animation is superb, especially considering that it is something pretty much done independently. It has a like an official network show style, you know, like as if some big company have paid some big studio to make that. It is very, very good actually. And what else? Hold on a sec. What else? Yeah, the art style is really good. The designs are very creative. And the voice acting is actually really, really professional. I don't know if they have hired any professional, I was gonna say artists, but no, any professional voice actors and actresses, but the voice acting is top notch. Like I said, everything about that show, it screams like a big budget production, but as far as I am aware, it is not. It's just very well made. Now, in terms of the humor, it has very good jokes. It is funny. But it's definitely not really something that I would say works for everyone. Because every episode actually has a disclaimer on the very start of the episode, warning the viewer that it contains explicit, let's say, material, and it is not very suitable for minors of 18 years of age or less. And turns out that is correct. But yeah, despite of that, it is a fun show. I have been enjoyed. I have been enjoying it. It is funny. It is good. But if you have the age to watch it, it might be a good thing. Not say good thing, but you might want to take a look and give it a chance. Just be warned that it is a bit spicy, mostly on the dialogue, not visuals. Well, it has a lot of violence and sometimes gore too, but well, I don't know how to explain it any better. Just be warned that you might find it a little bit disturbing. So yeah, viewer discretion is advised, as the show itself warns the viewer at the beginning. And Lune is actually very cute, the character in this show. That's not Luna like Luna the Pony Princess. No, that her name is spelled Loona. Well, yeah, her design is very cute. Now I believe I am almost done with this bandana. And it should be the last thing before I can move on to drawing his tail. Let's see if this is good enough. Almost. Okay, that should be okay. I still feel like this is a little too thin, but that's gonna do it. Now I gotta do one more here, actually two more. Hairline, curve. It needs to curve down like that and up over here. Not too much, that was a bit too much. I overdone it. I think I'm gonna need more anchor points for this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more anchor points. Just gotta figure out where exactly. I think here should be a good spot for one. Let's move this over like this. And let's create one anchor point right about here. So I can move this, oops. So I can move this line over here. Let's make a new one here and remove this one. Nope. Gotta make a new one there. Now I can delete this one. Okay. Let's make this black and the outline transparent. Alright, yep. Is the shape good? I guess. No, it is not. This shape needs changing. Let's move it over here. Delete this and that. Let's create a new anchor point right here. And add more thickness up here. Ah, now that is better. Good. Let me save before I move on to the other one. Now I just gotta do one more here. I believe this should be the last one anyway. Hairline. Curve. This is almost right. It needs a little more tweaking. Yeah, that anchor point can stay there. That is fine. Let's add a little more thickness and curvature to this side over here. Oh, that's a loud thunder. Did you hear that? Scary stuff. Save, come on. Okie dokie. It looks like his body... No, it's not. It's not finished. I'm still missing one piece over here. This part here of the bandana. I almost forgot about this. Well, I did, but then I remembered. Oh boy. It is no problem that this piece is going over his mane over there, because... Wait, is this supposed to be over his mane? Yes, it is. Is it? I'm not sure, but in case of anything, I can just use the eraser to erase this piece over here. No problem. No. No problemo. Now let's bring this part here down. Do a little curvature inward, no, to the inside, like this. Now this kind of looks like a leaf, and that is the idea, because there's a knot here. You know, when you wrap something around your neck, you gotta give it a knot so it doesn't fall off. So this is kind of like that. Hairline, convert to curve. Let's give this a little curvature. I see that I'm gonna have to close this in a moment, but no problem. That's gonna be easy. What's important right now is that I get the shape right. Okay, here we go. Blammo. Did I do it? Yep, I did. Good, excellent. Let's fix the position of this line. There we go. a little adjusting here to his back, since I have moved that line. And okay, let's unselect and save. Let's do a quick look up to check if everything is in order. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is select all of this that I have just done, all of these lines in black, every single one of them. Not one must be left behind. Here, his front legs. There we go. Almost all selected. There's 3 over there. And I think... Wait, why can't I select this one here? Why can't I select this one? What the heck? There we go. That was weird. Okay, all of this is selected. So let's click this. Let's press Ctrl G. This groups everything together. So now all of that is one single element. There we go. There's his body. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, let's Ctrl S to save again. And now it is time to export this into a PNG file. Okay, delete that. Let's go export. Almost said export. ST body line art. 500 pixels resolution. Okay, that is good. Alright, now that is done, let's right click gray over here so I know all of this has been completed. And next I am going to draw his tail. Let's start with a line over here. Let's do this, and I suppose it can end over here. Yeah, it can. Thickness 5 on the lines. There we go. Create an equal point over there. I feel like I should add a little curve over here in this manner. Yeah, that seems right. Okie dokie, yes, that is right. That works. Let's put this one over here. That is not right. That ain't right. Let's bring this over here. This is going to require quite some tweaking, I tell you what. Yeah, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Actually, that is not so bad. I feel like it could be a little better, but it's not so bad, honestly. Yeah, in trying to fix it, looks like I just make it worse. What if we did this? And bring this bit further down so I can enhance Yes, is that the word? I don't know. So I can curve this a little more. Alright, I'm not happy with how this piece over here looks like. How can I fix this? How can I make it better? How can I improve it? Because see, on top here, this is way too flat. And this is way too far into the tail. I think what I need here is to use multiple lines. The problem is, set that up is going to take so much time. Unless I actually draw multiple lines over it and then do some cuts. Yeah, that might work. I'm gonna try that. Let me finish this part of the tail first. Okay, this can go over there. There we go. Now this part here is going to be hidden beneath the body layer, so there is no problem that it looks like that. The only reason why I need it to be like this is so I can color this on Photoshop. Okay, let's see here now. Let's make this blue. Let me try by pointifying this end over here. Hairline. Oh, this is to go further up. I didn't realize it before. Okay. Now this needs to go further to this side over here. Let's see what next. That. And this definitely needs to go closer to the edge of the blue line there. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I think that is fine. Let's do a cut on the blue line right here. Now let's paint this black. Perfect. Now just gotta get rid of this piece over here sticking out over there. A little more. That's upsetting. Although not difficult to fix. See, there's a gap over here. That should be a very easy fix. Just gotta make a line here. It can be a hairline thickness, no problem. Curve it. And voila. That is fixed. Doesn't even look like there was a gap there. Awesome. Now let's make this blue again. I'm going to save. Especially in the event that I accidentally messed this up. Now, let's see. Let's create an anchor point right here. Anchor point there and one here. And let's do this. I am not sure if this is going to work, but it is definitely worth a try. This is something that I have never done before. Well, not in this manner anyway, and for this purpose. Let's put this over here. And this one over there. Goody good. This can be curved a little more. It is a little less. Kind of the same thing with this one here. The curvature has to be a little more smooth, like that. And this needs to come closer to the edge, much closer. Closer! That's too close! That is actually past the edge of the blue line. There we go, that is better. Let's move this rod over there a little bit. Ah, but now it's sticking out again. Dang it. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. It is still sticking out. But since I still need to do a lot of adjustments over here and tweaks, if I change that now, it might mess up very soon again. Let's move this over here. Give a little more thickness over here because I need to be able to erase, to do a cut on the blue line right about here. So therefore, I need the black line to be covering the blue line. Come on, just a little more. A little more. Okay, that should do it. Let's do an anchor point right there. Let's see this. Okay, the black line is sticking out there, so let me try. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. In order to not mess up the black line, let me create that anchor point over there, so I can safely move this rod over here. Perfect. There we go. Now that pretty much automatically hid the thing that was sticking out. Okay. Back to this here. Yeah, see, it is very subtle, but it is there. And that is driving me nuts. Gotta sort that out. Let's try moving this. There we go. Okay, that is better. Now where exactly do I need to put this cut? Here? Yeah, right there. And that should be about it. Maybe let's give it a little more thickness over there. Now let's break apart and select this and delete. Select and delete. Make it black. Make this black. It's not bad, but it could be a bit better. This part here, too thin. Too thin. What if I move this anchor point? It is going to mess up everything else. So instead, I am going to make this all blue. And I am going to create a new line on top, like this. Why is there a ant running across my screen? Don't do that, ant. Actually, this here can go further inside. Just gotta curve it a little more over there. Dang it, I keep misclicking stuff and unselecting what I need to have selected. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Much better. Can still be a little bit better. Now that is better. Oh yeah, let's save. So that is one part of his tail. Good. So the tail is doing a curve and going all the way to this other side here. Let's draw this other part. Let's put that there. And wait, no, let's start with this one here. And for this part here, actually I'm going to use multiple lines. Let's do this and go back, like so. There we go. That is way too thick over here. Way too thick. Gotta change this. And this part here needs to go further up. There we go. Now I know I am doing this with individual lines, pretty much, kind of. But it still must. I still must keep in mind the thickness of the other lines that I have used for the other parts of his body. And the thickness must at least look the same. I know I cannot actually get it to be the exact same as single 5 pixel wide lines, but it's gotta be as close as possible. It must at least look like it is the same thing. So there we go. This one can be moved up. There we go, perfect. Now, for this other here, I think I can use just a single line. Can I? Let's see what this is going to look like with 5. It sticks out. Well, I can do a little easy correction, no problem. Let's do this curve and this curve. There we go. All right, let's make this blue. No, but that is way too thick. No, let's redo this, but I am going to use multiple lines instead. It's going to be easier to control this part over here, so it doesn't stick out so much. Go, and there we go. Now just gotta run another line here to close it. There we have it, and I can have that there unselected. This here is what's important. Curve it down, because you know this is fur, it is curved. Let's put this over there. What thickness am I using here? 2 pixels. No, that is too thick. That is going to throw me off. There we go, that is better. Let's bring this further up. There we go. I think that is fine actually. Oh yeah, that works. That's good. So let's select all of this and all of this. Wait, what have I just done? I accidentally undid everything that I have just done there. Okay, select that and that line, these lines, this, and I think that is all for his tail. Okay, good. Control G to group everything. Control S to save. And let me drag this outside of that area to see what it looks like. Okay, excellent. Everything is there. Good. Now let's delete the background. Oh, the sketch really. And his body. Now I have just his tail. Let me export that to PNG. ST for Silvertrot, tail, line art. And yeah, save. Now I can undo everything. There we go. And this can be turned into... Actually, I'm not going to turn his tail gray to have it as, you know, done, because I'm still gonna come back here later on. There's still something else that I'll need to do to his tail, and yeah, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm also gonna need to do the same thing to his mane. I don't need to worry about that right now though. So that should be pretty much it for Silvertrot. Ooh, let me stretch a little bit. Stretching is good. Okay. And let's close that. Alright, my friends, this is going to be all the time that I have for today. There's this storm outside that I am concerned that it might cause my power to go out, so I might as well end here. It's already been 3 hours of stream anyway, so, and that's about the minimum time that I stream for on Sundays. So the usual notices at the end of the stream. Remember, I stream a different game every week on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I might do some extra stream on Saturdays, but those are not scheduled, so you gotta stay alert for any announcements on those. You can follow me on Twitter, DeviantArt, subscribe to me on YouTube, and follow me here on Twitch too, so you can catch such announcements, because those streams, they happen when they happen. And I haven't done one on Saturday now, quite some time actually. On Sundays I draw live like you have just watched. Those streams, the Chill Art Sunday, they happen every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, although today I have started a little later because I overslept. And new stuff on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will also be playing a different game every week, just like on Fridays, except that exclusively on Wednesdays the stream is going to be specifically in Portuguese. So if you are a Brazilian and you want to catch those streams in Portuguese, do tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's gonna be sorry, I said 8 p.m. Eastern. No, I meant to say 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, that's gonna be 9 o'clock Brasilia time for those who are living in Brazil. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So everyone, I hope you have a great, magnificent week. I hope you have a very good rest of the night if it's still night time for you. And until we meet again, I'll see you in the next one. So God bless, stay safe, stay healthy, and until then, have a good one. Bye bye!
Okay. what to do. You've come to find your feelings aren't exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. Good bad on taking trips because I'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let them on my opinion of such enough. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fact that if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the trend. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let them on my opinion. Stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just go. Don't wait or play to indecision. Don't bet on taking trips because you've got to be more grand. You got to think ahead and carry out the things you planned. Citrus can be your fuse when you can see where fossils lay. Don't quit on hopes or dreams when you have simply got to chin up. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll only drag you down. You got to keep on sailing even when you want to frown. The world will keep on turning without matter where you land. You might as well be running when your feet should hit the sand. Don't bet on taking trips because you got to be more grand. Chin up, don't bet on sinking ships because they'll only drag you down. Chin up, don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your trips to trash.